Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Lesson 7, Day 2. So yesterday we started talking about adding two-digit numbers, and we talked about place value, our tens and our ones. We are going to keep practicing with adding two-digit numbers together, sometimes with regrouping. So let's go ahead and hop right in to our first page. It says, read the problem. Then you will explore different ways to show addition. Before lunch, Maria read for 38 minutes. After lunch, she read for 45 minutes. How many total minutes did Maria read? So, based on that story, remember anytime I have a story problem or a word problem, I'm going to circle my important parts and the words that tell me if I am adding, subtracting, or find a missing part. So before lunch, Maria read for 38 minutes. After lunch, she read for 45 minutes. How many total minutes did Maria read? Well, from this story problem, I can tell that I am putting my two parts together. So 38 and 45 to find how many minutes altogether Maria read. So we can show this addition problem in different ways. We can picture it. So for this problem, the first way we can show it is that we could draw a picture. So for 38, 38 is three tens, three groups of 10, 10, 20, 30, and 8 ones, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So three groups of 10s and 8 ones. In 45, there is four tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. So four groups of 10 to make 40 and 5 ones. If we put it all together, we would have 7 tens and 13 ones. You can also model it. You can add the tens and the ones. So for 38, they broke 30 and 8. So 3 tens is the same as 30 and 8 ones. In 45, it is 40, 4 tens and 5 ones. They added their ones, 13 ones, and our tens place, 30 plus 40 made 70. It says you can go to the next 10 for another way to model. So for this one, they took the first part, which was 38, and they are breaking apart that 45. So they're taking that 45 and breaking it apart. So they are taking 45 and they are first splitting it into two. So they're taking 2 away and having 43 left over. So 38 plus 2 is 40. If I add 40 plus 40, I get 80. So they took 40 away from 43. And then there was 3 left. So 80 plus 3 would make 83. Now remember, we talked about that strategy yesterday. That might be a great strategy for some friends. Miss Mason, as a learner, has a hard time with that strategy. If that strategy works best for you, should you use it? Absolutely. But if you're having a hard time breaking down your second part into smaller chunks, find a strategy that works best for you. Maybe that's picturing it or modeling it with the tens and the ones. All right, so now we are going to add those tens and ones because I'm sure some of you already noticed we had a problem with our ones place. We had more than 10 in the ones place. Remember, our ones like to hang out with our ones. Our tens like to hang out with our tens. And 13 ones, uh-oh, I have a group of 10. In 13, I have 1 10 and 3 ones. Ruh-roh. So now we are going to go back and add our tens and ones. It says, picture it on the previous page. What is the total number of tens and ones? So look back on our picture it. On our picture it, it said we had 7 tens, which is the same as 70, and 13 ones. How many tens and ones are in 13? So in 13, we have 1 10 and 3 ones, or we can make an addition problem. If 13 is 1 10 and 3 ones, I have my 3 ones. What number is the same as 1 10? 10, right? If I'm counting by tens one time, 10. So 10 is 1 10 and 3 ones. It says add both tens, then add the ones. All right, so we have 70 plus 10 plus 3. So here is what I'm going to do now. I know that I'm going to have 7 tens, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70 plus 10. So 110. So 70 plus 10, 7 tens plus 1 10 is 8 tens, which is the same as what number? It's the same as 80. So remember, when I'm adding 3 parts, I can't forget my third part. So we had 80 plus 3. So 80 plus 3 makes 83. All right. It says talk about it. Explain how you would add 38 and 45. So how would you add these parts? Would you picture it or would you model it? I would picture it. So I could group my tens and look for groups of tens in my ones place. So visualizing it, picturing it, helps me see if I have any groups of tens for, so I can group my tens and look for groups. I need to read what I'm writing. Groups of 10 in my ones place. All right, and I end my explanation with a period. All right, and our last one, it says to try another problem. It says Mr. Dane has 17 pens and 13 pencils. How many pens and pencils does he have in all? Whoops, I'm going to circle those. So my 2 parts, I know I'm adding because we are showing different ways to add 2-digit numbers. So I already know I'm adding. So it says Mr. Dane has 17 pens. I'm going to show 17 in a picture and a model. So in 17, how many groups of 10 do I have? I have 1 10 and 7 ones. So remember, I'm going to put my ones into groups of 5. So if I do see a group of 10 in my ones place, I can circle it and move it. So 17 pens and 13 pencils. Now, in this model, in this picture it, they put it side by side. I'm going to stack my picture it. So 13 pencils. So in 13, how many tens do I have? I had 1 10 and 17. Looking at the first digit, it'll tell you how many tens you have. So in 13, I have 3 10. Oh, I'm sorry. I have 1 10 and 3 ones. All right. So now I can add my parts together. So I have 2 tens and let's see, 5, 6, 7 plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 17 and 3 and 13. What do you notice? In our ones place, what did we make? We made a group of 10. So we had 2 tens in the tens place and 10 ones in the ones place. What do we need to do with those 10 ones? they need to go to the tens place because tens like to hang out with tens and ones like to stick with ones. I could also show this as a model. So in 17, I had 10 plus 7. And in 13, I had one group of 10 plus 3 ones. 7 plus 3 makes 10. And 10 plus 10, I can count by tens for that. 10, 20. So 20 plus 10 equals 30. So how many pens does he have? 30 pens and pencils in all. All right, Smarties. So remember, when we are using different strategies for math, all kinds of math, you need to use what works best for you. If there's a strategy that you know is going to take you into that learning pit, don't do it unless your teacher is wanting you to explore those strategies. Then keep an open mind, be flexible, ask for help. But when it comes to adding and subtracting, think about what strategy you can use the fastest and gives you the most confidence. All right, Smarties, as always, keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Happy learning. Bye, guys.